Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Welcome to our first Whiskey of the Quarter competition. So if you've been following along, we've had 3 Whiskey of the Month winners thus far. And today we're battling those out here to see which is going to reign supreme. Just so you know, at the end of the year, when we will have our Whiskey of the Year competition, all of these will be included, but this will be based on seeding. So the winner will be a first seed, second place a second seed, and third place a third seed. We'll do this each quarter. So I hope that sounds fun. We just want to keep it above board and keep track of what we're doing.
Well, you know, it doesn't come without consequence.
Really?
Yeah, the Russell's 15 is annoyed they didn't get the competition this year, so it's entering the transfer portal. We heard it's negotiating with Chasing Meat up in the high part of Indiana.
Oh, okay. Maybe they can be on theirs. Okay.
Yeah, it could be devastating.
It could be. I want to share just a tad bit about those that are in our Whiskey of the Quarter competition because they were our Whiskey of the Month winners. So here we go. In alphabetical order, the Whiskey of the Month from March was Old Louisville Straight Whiskey Cognac Finish. It is 9 years old and 106.6 proof. The next one is our January winner, which was Starlight Distillery Family Reserve Single Barrel Blake Huber's pick. It is 8.5 years old and its proof is 119.3. Finally, our February winner is Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. It was aged 5 to 7 years and then 2 years in the secondary barrel, and its proof is 90.4. So as we usually do it, we number in that order, by alphabetical order, and that's all hidden. It's on the bottom of the bottle and so we'll have to look at a key when we're done. But then we do ABC. That way we don't get confused between 1, 2, 3 and ABC. So I guess we'll just start out with A and see what we think. We're gonna talk about it and like we normally would, and we're gonna make scoring. And last month we had to do a tiebreaker, so scoring is becoming more important. So let's start with sample A.
That's A?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's got a lovely nose. It's dark. It's very dark, and it's got some great legs on it. It's kind of chocolatey. Yeah, it's very chocolatey.
And vanilla, a little smoky.
Definitely has some age. It's a lovely nose. I like it.
Pretty cool.
You ready to move to the taste?
Yeah.
Tasting sample A.
A. Cheers.
It's got a little bit of kick. Definitely has some oak.
My glasses here.
For me, that nose is great. I'm loving what it's feeling like on the palate. It's got a lot of different notes happening, like chocolate and caramel. And then you're getting these oaky notes. Are you getting that too?
Yes.
Really long finish, really great finish. So right now it's hitting me on all cylinders. I'm kind of digging it.
Not disappointed. Let's head on to B.
It's a little bit lighter in color than the first one was.
It definitely is.
But it has some fantastic legs. It's got a lot of viscosity.
Yeah. I think I know what this one is.
It's very sweet on the nose. And I think that's going to be kind of a big hint for us for the 3 that are in it. Because 2 are somewhat similar and 1 is quite different. Yeah, it has a great nose. It's sweet. It's luscious. I believe it's been finished in something.
I know what it is. It's a bit smoky.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting a little bit of vanilla and caramel, and I'm getting a hint of cognac.
Yeah, like it's got some kind of a wine finish to it.
Yep.
It's really good. It's got a very nice finish. And as I mentioned with the legs before, this has a great mouthfeel. It's really good. I liked them both, and they're very different.
Oh, they're a lot different.
All right, C. It's also dark.
It is definitely dark.
Got some nice legs. I'm not surprised that these all have great viscosity because that's probably one of the things we really enjoy, and it really edges the way when you're going for the whiskey of the month. So I'm not too surprised that these all have great legs and great noses. This has got some dark caramel and almost some chocolate notes on it as well.
I'm getting a little floral with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
I can't exactly identify, but there's something floral, flowery, wrapped around almost a little cinnamon. It's a very twisted nose.
Well, cheers to C. These are all good. I'm getting a lot of barrel notes on that.
Whole lot of barrel going on.
Whole lot of barrel going on. I think the nose on this one's a little bit sweeter than the palate. It's rich though. It's got a lot of layers to it. The finish is also good. So far all three of these have had a really good finish. And it's gonna be tough.
Try it again since you're trying it again.
I have to take at least 2 sips. Look at those legs. That one is really, really good too.
Barrel. Cinnamon.
And on the finish, I'm getting some,
I'm getting leather.
I was just getting some leather notes. And you were getting floral earlier. I'm getting floral on the finish, which makes me think of pipe tobacco. I mean, I don't have anyone I would knock out at this point because they're all really close.
They're all too close.
So I would kind of like to go through and do just what we normally do to see which is our favorite nose.
All right.
All right, let's just do a nose round. I'm going to do them 2 at a time. That's the only way I can do it.
And I can't do that.
Do you have a favorite nose?
Right now, my favorite nose is A.
All right, so I also like A on the nose. Do you want to do a round for the finish only?
Yeah.
For the see how the finish is?
They're so opposite.
They're opposite, but they're great, right? I mean, that's the challenge I'm having. They are so different. Each one, you know, it looks like a glass of whiskey, but each one has such a different profile. I'd say that A and C are the closest together, but not the same. But it's a little bit challenging for me. So I'm probably going to do a little adjustment with my initial scores based on what I liked on the nose and what I liked on the finish. And then I want to do one more tasting to really think about it. So I'm gonna go through and adjust my scores a little bit now.
Well, real quick, what did you pick?
I went C, B, A.
A was my worst finish. B
But it was good.
No, it was good. That was my third. B was my favorite, and C was my second.
Okay. All right. That works.
So I've gone opposite on A and C. Excuse me, A and B, but C has been the same number. It's been my second favorite finish and my second favorite nose.
Okay. Yeah, because right now I have a 3-way tie. After adjusting scores, that's not a good thing. All right, let's do another round. We can do our silent round and we can do a speed up thing so they don't have to watch us long term. And we can, I think we're just going to pick which one we like the most, right? And then we have to at least differentiate them by at least 1 point. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we think they're all like 95s, then someone has to get a 93 and someone has to get a 94, right?
Okay, I will write a final score based on
Yeah.
based on everything I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and I don't know what Rebecca will put here. She might put a picture of the Russell's 15 marching back and forth in protest. I don't know.
All right. Okay, let's see if we agree or if we have to go to a point tiebreaker. Who is your third place?
Third place is A with 93.
Okay, I had them in first. So Wayne had 93 and I had him at 94. So they're at 187. Who's your second place?
Second place is B with 94.
I had them in second place with 93. Oh my gosh. Okay, what did you have for C?
C, I have 95.
Oh my gosh, I had 92. We have a three-way tie. 187 all the way across the board.
All the way across the board.
I never dreamed doing points we'd have a three-way tie at 187.
It doesn't surprise me. I know why you went for what you went for. Okay, I'll go back through it. I have enough in each class.
I do too, and they are so close. I'm going to have to see if I would downgrade someone. Okay, so we're back.
That's funny.
We're back, and our scores were all over the map, and we were really tight, and then we added them together, and so my final score for A was 83, and his was 75, which is a 158. For B, so I had B as an 83, Wayne had it as a 78, that's a 161. And then for C, I had an 81. You can see my scores were very close. And then Wayne had a 79, it's 160. So based on this, first place is B at 161, second place is C at 160, and third place is A at 158. Those are really close scores.
They are, and I know who won it, which is funny because what basically ended up happening is if it were a horse race, the horse in the middle basically took off at the very end and won.
Yeah, by a nose, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, we have like just a couple points. It's from 160, 161, 158. They are so close. So let's talk about our third place, which means they're still in the whiskey of the year, but they will be a third seed when we come down to seeding our top 16 for the year. So third place is A, and that's A, yes. Mm-hmm. A is 2, third place ended up being Starlight. I could not decide if that was I'm going to tell you, I kept thinking, I kept going back and forth between
Interesting.
Was it Starlight or was it Woodford? I wasn't sure. And so evidently it was Starlight.
I thought
the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
wait, hold it. The Blood Oath has now announced that it's entering the transfer portal. It's upset it did not enter. So anyway, that's.
But we don't have the 2025 Blood Oath, so maybe if we get it, it can join.
Oh, Blood Oath 10 is entered the transfer portal. It is upset.
Okay. So our second place was C, and C is number 3 as Woodford Double Oak will be a 2 seed for us in our final Sweet 16, so to speak.
I had them flipped because I thought that. I am absolutely shocked that Starlight was A, because I really thought that it was Woodford Double Oak because the profile that we had on it last time matched. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know how something's going to evolve, right? And I was having a really hard time just. I mean, we know these bourbons. We've tasted them now at least three times, and those two, interestingly, are very close.
Yeah, they are.
They're highly close, and that's a huge shout out to Starlight Distillery, especially Blake Huber, who picked this batch, because it was just neck and neck with knew it was so close. It had those oak notes, it had chocolate notes. A lot of the things that were happening were just so close. And here's an interesting thing for me is the real difference between the two as far as, besides price point, but the difference is the proof point. I mean, Starlight is a lot proofier. This is our lowest proof, and it does not drink. I've got to tell you all that if you hesitated on the double oak, it does not drink like 90.4.
No, it does not.
It is so much richer and fulfilling, and the finish is great. It's really interesting. So obviously, I'll just double check to make sure. So, I mean, you're winning a 1 seed.
The man that kind of basically, as far as this horse race went, was very much in the middle.
Hanging in.
It was in the middle, and basically his scores combined did it. You know, Amin is doing great things at Old Louisville. I don't know if you've been there, but you really need to go. He is the king of the Whiskey Thief, and maybe one of the master blenders. As far as men go, most of the women tend to be the blenders, and boy,
he's got a nose and a palate. And I'm just going to say, too, I am so grateful that I made the decision that day to get a backup bottle of this.
Yes.
Because look how far it's going down. I'm really glad. And I also made a decision. We already had a backup of Starlight because that night we bought 2 because we knew the reserves were going to be gone and you had a limit of 1 per person. Very recently, we went into High Spirits and they had gotten another case of Woodford Double, and they had it marked down $50. So I said, I just think I'm going to have to get a backup bottle because who knows if we'll get it next year, right? And I love this year's batch. And so I can happily say that for all 3 of these, we have a backup bottle.
Well, you know, also with the Woodford Double Oak, who knows, they didn't do it again.
They're supposed to do it annually, but you never know how it's going to turn out.
Exactly.
This one is phenomenal. And if you haven't tasted it, I highly recommend it. And I don't think you'll be able to find the Starlight, but you can find other Starlight releases in your local stores. They are distributed pretty well. Or I highly encourage you to make a trip there to Bourbon, Indiana. It's a beautiful farm. It's getting to be springtime when you're going to really want to go and check out their fresh fruits and vegetables as well as everything they have to offer. They have a great restaurant. We've talked about it numerous times. And then Old Louisville, if you're in Louisville, there's no reason, it's like 15 minutes from downtown Louisville, to go to Old Louisville Whiskey Company. Look them up. They're typically by appointment only, but if you give them a call, you might be able to get in, just saying.
Yep. And it is a very interesting finish. It's not surprising that it won. This was a really tough one because we had to we struggled. We really struggled. And it really came down to, I think, what we both kind of liked versus what we both really liked, because what we both really liked went opposite directions. And Amin, like being that great jockey, he just went right between these 2 guys and just ran away, waved them goodbye.
So I'm excited. We have our first Whiskey of the Quarter winner, and it's just really it's just our seeding for the final the Sweet 16 that we will be doing later at the end of the year or early January. We'll probably start the breakdown a little bit sooner, but these are all going to be contenders for our Whiskey of the Year. So they're all going to be beasts out there.
Anyway, let's go ahead and raise our glass. Let's go ahead and raise our glass to the man in the middle who ended up pulling out in the end. Amin, Old Louisville, great stuff. You are the Whiskey of the Quarter for us. Cheers. I hope you have a great day. And always remember to drink responsibly, and please follow us if you like what we do. Cheers.
Cheers.